It's the end of the day with Ray. Hello, my friends. It's Friday. It's also St. Patty's Day. And ladies and gentlemen, I got a special guest for you. They've allowed us to bring our cameras to their home. You can see it's a Hobbit house here. It was about 5 years ago. I met this leprechaun in an Irish bar. We were having some drinks, drinking some Irish whiskey, some Guinness. I got to be honest with you all. That was a rough night. I mean, I was waking up with nightmares being chased by leprechauns for like a year. Whatever we drank, it was pretty potent stuff. But anyway, as I was talking to this leprechaun, I told him about the industry that I call home, those friends of mine that sell supply and service print equipment. And he told me that when the industry ran out of luck, that I could reach out to him and maybe he could help us with that. Because, ladies and gentlemen, you all been running on luck, right? And I've been kind of nice to you all. Even though I know you're doing all these things that are crazy, I don't really bring that up too much because I'm thinking, I got a friend that's a leprechaun. When you run out of luck, I'll just reach out to him, give you all some more luck. So without any further ado, I want to introduce all of you to my good friend, Glenn the Leprechaun. There he is, coming right out of his little Hobbit house. How are you doing, Glenn the Leprechaun?
Afternoon, Ray. Happy St. Patty's Day.
I got to tell you something, Glenn. The more I look at this guy, he looks a lot like an elf I interviewed around Christmas time. Do you have a cousin or something, a relative named Glenn the Elf?
I do. That's my twin brother from different mothers, Glenn the Elf, and I'm, of course, the Leprechaun.
That's amazing. What's really amazing about this, remember that elf I interviewed, Glenn the Elf? I mean, he was a little bit out there, but he was also like 7 foot tall. And apparently, you're a leprechaun here, and you're pushing about 7 feet yourself. You can barely get through your little Hobbit house door. I mean, how in the hell are you a 7-foot leprechaun? I think people need to understand that.
It's magical, Ray. It's magical.
Well, Glenn, there we were in the Irish bar. Excuse me, I got to put down the Dynabook, this slim notebook I got here, and I want to grab my Guinness beer because, after all, it is St. Patty's Day. I should be able to drink a beer. Have you got something to drink there? We could have a little toast.
I do. I have a little Irish whiskey,
there you
and
go.
Just like the Dynabook, it's magical.
Oh, this Dynabook's unbelievable. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, there we are in the bar like 5 years ago, and you got the Irish guys up there playing the Irish songs. Everybody in the bar singing, they're drinking whiskey, and all kinds of crazy stuff's going on. And I what I remember of the conversation, Glenn, is you were telling me that that luck is a mysterious word, which kind of caught my attention. I don't know how I remember that because we drink so damn much. But I do remember he said luck was a magical word. Well, the Imaging Channel, obviously they ran out of luck. They've hit a brick wall. It's a mess, Glenn. We got private equity groups that could go bankrupt out there. It's just a mess. Diversification, procrastinated the diversification for so damn long, and now they're finding out, oh shit, I don't even know what to do to diversify. What am I going to do? And they ran out of luck, so I'm hoping that we could get some more luck for them. Otherwise, I'm going to have to really ramp up, scolding him on my End of the Day with Ray show. And I've been trying to be nice to him for like the last 5 years. I barely really bring anything up that's, controversial or anything. Maybe I need to start doing that. What do I got to do?
Well, first of all, Ray, you've got to realize, all stories and jokes aside, you don't get luck, you make your own luck. And the only way to make your own luck is through hard work and perseverance.
What an amazing... See, I don't remember Glenn the Leprechaun being this, he sounds like he's like a professor or something. I mean, when I was in the bar with him, he was kind of drunk and stuff. But that was pretty profound. So what you're telling me is that my friends that sell supply and service print equipment, that are trying to diversify their deliverable, that are failing miserably at it, that were depending on luck, they're not going to get it. They got to make it themselves.
Well, that's pretty much the case, Ray. But if you remember, you were buying drinks in that Irish bar. And as long as I could keep you entertained, I'd talk about luck all day. But the reality is, you have to work hard, you got to persevere, and you got to pay attention to what's going on around you. Because if you don't, your luck will run out just like mine did 5 years ago.
Well, I got to be honest. So this is going to be, I don't know if I want to embarrass myself or not, because I feel like I was being taken advantage of by a damn leprechaun. But what about that crap about me rubbing your head and stuff? That was all made up?
I like having my head rubbed, Ray. It was fun.
Can you imagine? We're in the bar, I'm rubbing his head because I think if I rub his head, I can bring luck back to my friends that sell supply and service print equipment that are transitioning to other deliverables that are failing miserably at it. I'm doing all this for you people. And then I find out it's all just a big charade. What about the rainbow over there? Doesn't there anything like a luck on the other side of that rainbow?
You mean the pot of gold at the end of the rainbow? That's just trying to get you to work hard enough to get to the end of the rainbow. There is no pot of gold unless you make one for yourself.
Wow. Well, I don't, you know, Glenn, this is just a profound conversation. I mean, had we had this conversation in the bar instead of me rubbing your head and drinking whiskey all night long, I probably could have came back. I could have had the end of the day with Ray Platform. I could have been beating the crap out of these people for the last 5 years, yelling at them, telling them, you got to do this, you got to do this, don't fall off a cliff. But I didn't do any of that. I've been really nice to them. And now you're telling me I'm going to have to ramp it up, I guess.
Well, Ray, I've only had a few this afternoon because I was doing a jig at the front of the Irish parade this morning. And so I haven't had the chance to have that many little tastes. By the way, cheers again. Happy St. Patty's Day.
Well, I guess it's better to talk to the Leprechaun when he hasn't been drinking all day. But ladies and gentlemen, you heard it from Glenn the Leprechaun himself. I wish the hell I would have paid attention, or I wish I wasn't rubbing his head 5 years ago. I kind of feel stupid about that. But, I got to tell you something. You're going to have to work hard and bring your own luck. There is no pot on the other side of the rainbow. You got to go get the pot. You got to create the pot. You got to build it. You got to do everything you can. You got to work hard. And if you work hard, you're going to get the luck, because everybody watching me knows this: status quo is the killer of all that'll be invented. Don't get stuck in status quo. And Glenn the Leprechaun, I'll see you later.
I will. And Raymond, have a marvelous day, and magical one at that.
Huh.